Honey, will you be my wife? Our wedding is coming up on April 1st. No other woman in the world can hold candle to you, not because word lacks beauty, but because beauty itself seems to have borrowed its meaning from the quiet way. You exist. If every star were asked to compete with you, they would dim themselves willingly, not out of defeat, but out of reverence for what is light when compared to the warmth of your presence. What is brilliance when compared to the way your soul moves through me like gentle, unending dawn? I have seen oceans stretch themselves wide, have watched mountains rise in stubborn silence, have listened to the wind tell ancient stories, to anyone patient enough to hear, and still nothing in this vast, aching world has ever held me the way your love does. You are not merely beautiful, you are beauty made intentional. Your face, not just the symmetry of features or the softness skin, but the way your expressions speak before your lips ever move, the way your eyes carry entire universes as though galaxies learn to dream and chose your gaze as their resting place. Your smile, that quiet miracle, undoes me every time. It does not announce itself loudly, it does not demand attention, it simply arrives, and suddenly the world feels kinder, as if pain itself has stepped back to give joy some room. And your laugh, oh, your laugh, it is the sound of life remembering why it was created in the first place. It is light breaking through old cracks, hope reminding sorrow that it was never meant to stay forever. Your charm is not rehearsed, it is not polished or forced. It is the natural result of a heart that knows how to care, a mind that knows how to wonder, and a soul that knows how to listen. You make people feel seen without trying to. You make rooms feel warmer without changing the temperature. You make moments feel meaningful simply by being present within them, and your grace, that rare quiet strength, moves through you like a sacred language. Grace in the way you speak even when the world is unkind, grace in the way you stand tall even when life bends heavy against you, grace in the way you forgive, not because forgetting is easy, but because love matters more. I am endlessly grateful that we are together, grateful in ways that words strain to contain, grateful in ways that live not just in my thoughts, but in my breath, in my pulse, in the steady rhythm of my being. I am grateful for the way you entered my life, not as storm, not as spectacle, but as certainty, as if fate itself had been quietly rearranging stars for years just to make room for us before. Your love was a concept, something I believed in cautiously with conditions and quiet doubts. But you transformed it into something, living something that wakes with me, walks beside me, and settles into my chest at night like promise, that knows how to keep itself. I love you, not just for who you are, but for who I become when I am with you. With you, I am softer without being weaker, stronger without being hardened, braver without being reckless. You make space for me to be fully human, flawed, learning, growing, and still worthy of love. You see me not the version I present to the world, but the one beneath the armor, the one who doubts, the one who hopes quietly, the one who carries old scars and still chooses tenderness. And instead of turning away, you stay. That is a kind of beauty no mirror can reflect. I love you in the small moments that never make it into stories, in the pauses between words, in the shared silences that feel full instead of empty, in the ordinary days that become extraordinary simply because you are there. I love you in the way morning light feels gentler when I think of you, in the way night feels less lonely, knowing your heart exists in the same world as mine. I love you in ways I do not yet have language for, in instincts, in gestures, in the quiet determination to choose you again and again, even on days when love requires patience instead of poetry. You are my gratitude made flesh. When I say I am grateful we are together, I do not mean just for the happiness, though. There is so much of it. I mean, I am grateful for the growth, for the lessons, for the way loving you has taught me how to love more honestly, more deeply, more completely. If the world were to ask me what I treasure most, I would not point to riches or achievements. I would point to you, to the way your hand fits into mine, to the way your presence turns life into something sacred. I love you so much that sometimes the words feel too small, so I let my actions speak. I let my loyalty speak. I let my commitment speak. I let the way I choose you every day speak for me. And this love is not fleeting. It does not burn fast and vanish. It settles, it roots, it grows deeper. With time, I do not love you only for who you are today, but for who you will become, for who we will become together, for the future that quietly unfolds each time we choose one another